Well, hello everyone. Welcome to my final day of this art challenge, and thanks for all those who watched and commented. It means a lot to me. This is definitely still super rough. I'm gonna probably do another one of these here in maybe like a month or so, create a little bit more of an outline and hopefully get more people to join me. But yeah, welcome and join me for the next probably 10 minutes in this short drawing session, and hopefully get inspired to give yourself the time to just create. So this is from yesterday's little sketch, and let's open up a fresh new page for our final day. So let's see, let me open up that, make sure everything looks good to me. Okay, so step one of this is, for those of you just joining us, is you want to break apart your panel or your page. And so I like to do almost like little storyboards within my page and experiment with like different aspect ratios or different dimensions of it. It's kind of fun, and it makes gives you kind of like a different type of creative challenge to fill that. And I don't know what type of pencils you guys are using, but this is my favorite, the Pentel. I have like 50 of these laying around at all times in my house. So today I wanted to talk about a couple of things. And for me, this is kind of like all about building more of a creative practice. And creativity is not just in art. I do a lot of other stuff, design, work in events, do all sorts of things. And all of it involves some type of like creative thinking, creative process. So I wanted to talk about what's called project-based learning. And I bring it up because technically this is a project. So basically project-based learning means that instead of passively sitting in a lecture hall and being like kind of walk through information, you're given a project and have a real world project, have to solve it. So in a way, this is our little project, our little problem. We have to solve it by filling it with creating dimensions and filling it with different designs each day. And the constraints are, you've picked your topic, and clouds, sun, and lightning. So for me, project-based learning, for over the 15-20 years I taught, especially digital media, it was by far the best, most fun way to learn. I hardly ever just sat in the front and lectured. It was always like, okay, here's a demo and let's get cranking. And then by cranking, and or meaning by starting the process of doing the project, you learn so much more than just sitting there watching me do something. So for example, I would do like a recreation project in Photoshop. And especially with beginners, because if you start talking about simple, like too much detail of where everything is, they get overwhelmed really fast. And even with art too, if you give yourself a challenge that's too gigantic, or a problem that you want to solve with your creativity that's too huge, chances of you actually doing anything about it go down substantially, at least with me. So that idea of smaller, simpler projects and steps, I think, is really a cool thing to do. So again, this project is meant to train your motivation and creativity, so being creative in all aspects of your life, and it basically requires practice. So hopefully after this you'll be more intrigued into trying maybe some art challenges. I know I am, and just to figure out how I can keep drawing. I definitely, this last 7 days, have drawn more than in years, so it's pretty cool. So you want to think about being creative in all aspects of your life requires practice, action. Also, like running, you can talk all about it, but unless you actually run, nothing's going to happen. So in creativity, unless you work at it and practice, not much really will shift. And if you're interested in creativity stuff, I'm always reading books. I think I showed this yesterday, but I'll bring it up again. This book, I think it was recommended by Think Media. It's excellent. I'm only in the beginning, but it's like already it's just brilliant. Really like it. Let me turn that back off. Okay, so let me keep drawing, and I want to keep going about so one thing, if you guys are just joining me, there's all these other little videos you can start from day one. And even if it's what I like to do on YouTube, is I just like listening to other people while they draw, and then it just gives me kind of like somebody to draw with in a way. So even if you don't want to do all of the days, or you're not sure, just find some video and watch people just make art or talk about art. I think it's a lot of fun, and it'll get you drawing for hours on end, because it's almost like a little podcast, like a vlog style thing. So I wanted to go over the 5 things I've learned during my first art challenge. Okay, so number 1, you never know where it'll take you. So all the different little designs I have done have been so different, and it's just fun to see how different they really have been. And again, you never know. You can think, you're like, oh, it's just going to be like, just going to be drawing the same thing. And a lot of times you surprise yourself. So I think that part has been a lot of fun. Number 2 is, again, it's like almost like a regimen. It's an assignment. It keeps you going, and I think it's fun to just see, you know, what you can make, and just stick with it and see what happens. And the fun thing is, like, if you just, you know, commit to doing it, again, it's 5-10 minutes, not bad. You'd never know how deep that rabbit hole will go of what you create with it, which is really cool. Put some little plants down here. These are like my weird abstract rain clouds. Another one is time constraints, and having to do things daily make you look at projects differently. So whenever I do design for my regular job, we have a lot of time constraints, and even though sometimes it can be really challenging, it's actually having deadlines really is really good to actually getting, you know, shit done. So yeah, creating that time constraint and looking up other projects, I think is great. And again, it's a great way to get you more creative in general, or I think this creative practice would translate to a lot of things, at least in my life it has. And also, all of this is, you know, a lot of it has to do with you getting out of your own way and just having fun. And that's, you know, a lot of times I'm just rambling here and talking to myself, because a lot of times I take things too seriously, I'm too critical, and it's just like that defeats the purpose. You just have fun and consider it like a drawing meditation in a sense. Here's your little guy, and give him a little smile. So yeah, let's see what else. Keep questioning. And I wanted to give a special shout out to my friend Ziggy Boys for your awesome words of encouragement all week long. You've been my one fan. Woohoo! Well, there's a few other people, but you've been there every day, and I'm stoked that for your comments and for watching. And hopefully these will get a lot better. And thank you for bearing with the rough and badly lit videos. I have been wanting to I'm getting another ring light. Slowly, like as I do this, I get better gear. But thank you, and I can't wait to see what else you upload on your channel. Those are a lot of fun to see how different your life is, and all the cool things, and your B-rolls and all that fun stuff. So thank you for watching. It means a lot. So keep asking questions, reframing questions, and challenging yourself, and picking something simple, and just keep going. And hopefully I'll be doing another probably regular tutorial here, maybe to do with some kind of plexi printmaking or something like that. But I wanted to show you guys a little sketch. So one of the things I was saying, how you never know what kind of creativity comes about. So this is just a little fun sketch I did last night. It's a little bird kind of creature. So yeah, and all of it was like I was working on a different sketch, and then just started sketching more. And I go, this is a little different than our challenge, but I think doing the challenge is like doing a warm-up run. It'll like get you motivated to be like, hey, I want to do other drawings and work on other things. So I think it's definitely, I would give it a go. And where's my day 6? There we go. Day 7, actually. I keep messing up all the days. But yeah, I'm really happy I did this, and it definitely has helped me. So again, with all of this, yesterday, I don't know, and if whoever watched, you can also print out images, do image transfers, print out references, just to like get you going, or just doodle. It doesn't have to, like, you know, if you're not sure or uncomfortable with drawing certain things, just, you know, like you can see a lot of times I just kind of like do super abstracted things. I'm trying not to be too hard on myself on what it looks like, but, you know, just start drawing lines and patterns. But yeah, so I guess I'm gonna call it a day, and thank you guys, everybody, for watching. I'm so stoked that some of you guys were able to join me a little bit, and yeah, hopefully I'll be doing another one maybe in a month or something. But it's just fun, and I'll pick a different type of medium. Maybe we'll be doing prints or something like that. But drawing, I think, is fun because it's most accessible thing that you can do. Well, thank you guys, and have a wonderful, great rest of your day. And again, thank you, Ziggy Boys. Ziggy Boys? I think I'm saying it right. Okay, we'll catch you all later. Bye.